Hey there, everybody, and welcome today. My name is Pallas Dame. I am an integrative health practitioner, and today I have been asked to talk to you guys a bit about one of the just forefront of energy medicine modalities called Body Talk, and most specifically Body Talk Access, which are some amazing courses that are coming up taught by Elzabieta Kosmicki. And I'll tell you a little bit more about her later on. And so again, I'm so glad everybody is here today. Before we start with learning a bit more about what Body Talk Access is, I would just like to invite everybody who is here viewing to take a moment and ground down into whatever space that you're in right now. Let's bring our energies back inside. And what I would invite you to do right now is, if you're standing, just pay a little more attention to how your feet are connected to the floor right now, or the grass. What do you feel? Do you feel your toes on the floor? Are they touching the insoles of your shoes? Are you feeling the earth energy coming up into your feet and your energy going down into the ground? Just pay attention to that feeling of physical touch, physical connection to the earth space around you. If you're sitting down right now, just feel into your sits bones connected to a bench or your chair, whatever that experience is for you right now. And if you're slouched, then I invite you just to sit up a little bit straighter and have a long spine, but comfortable and relaxed into the sits bones. If your feet can touch the floor, I invite you to place your feet on the floor. And if you'd like to lie down, you can do that as well. Just to be present in this moment and learn about this profound new, not really new, modality of Body Talk Access. But before we go, we're going to go ahead and do a breathing exercise. So if you would like to participate, I invite you to join right now. And the process for this breathing exercise is a visualization of, imagine your breath coming in through the bottoms of your feet and traveling up the backs of your legs into your hips, where it then goes into the base of your spine, and the breath is traveling up the back of your spine, where it crests at the very top vertebrae, where it connects to the head. And that's on the inhale. And on the exhale, you're going to visualize that breath traveling up and over the top vertebrae, and then down and over all of the vertebrae, down through the chest, down through the abdomen area, into the tailbone, and then the energy or the breath will split and travel up and over the tops of your legs and over the knees, down the shins and out the bottoms of your feet. And that would be grounding into the second breath. So if you are so inclined, I invite you to join me now, and you can close your eyes. You can have a soft gaze in front of you, whatever feels right for you. So on the inhale, breathe in through the nose, with the breath traveling up through the feet, the back of the legs, up the spine, up and over. And the exhale, the breath is traveling down over the vertebrae, down through the gut, to the tops of the legs, over the knees, over the shins, and out the bottoms of the feet. Now I invite you to breathe in through the nose, with the breath traveling in through the bottoms of the feet, the backs of the legs, to the base of the spine and up the spine, where it crests at the top. On the exhale, the breath travels down, up and over the vertebrae, down through the chest, the gut, over the tops of the legs, through the knees, the shins, and out the bottom of the feet. Now we'll do 3 more collective breaths with that pattern, and I won't guide you. I'll just count. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. And with this type of breathing exercise, it works to balance our nervous system, our sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous systems, and helps move us more into a state of calm and a state of balance. So thank you so much for participating in that with me today. So now that we're here, let's move on to learn a bit about BodyTalk Access. It is just, as I was saying earlier, it's a profound, really revolutionary art of consciousness-based medicine. And so if you're interested in learning one of the fastest growing medicine systems in the world, you can join us and join individuals from across the globe, empowering your health through a revolutionary art of consciousness-based medicine. The BodyTalk Access program, it provides students with a practical 10-minute daily wellness routine that you can simply integrate into your lifestyle to enhance your overall vitality, your health, and your well-being. This program has been designed to counteract the negative impact of stress on the body and just improve how our bodies handle stress overall. And with medical research, it estimates that as much as 90% of illness and disease is stress-related. That's crazy. Stress plays a huge part in our lives, whether we're actively aware of it, passively aware of it, or coping so well that we don't even realize that we're in that fight or flight state all the time. So the BodyTalk Access program is a powerful asset to preventing and reversing underlying stress factors affecting the health and performance of the body. And you might be wondering how it works. So with BodyTalk Access, it utilizes 5 of the most powerful balancing techniques from the BodyTalk system to enhance and normalize our brain and body communication, how our body system, our stress response system of the body is balanced or unbalanced. It brings it back to a state of balance, the highest potential of functioning. Works towards balanced hydration at the cellular level, immune system responses. I mean, even if people weren't aware of the immune system prior to this last year, pretty much everybody is acutely aware of the importance of our immune systems now. And so immune system response and competency, the coordination, flexibility, and movement, like literal movement, like how fluid are you with walking? Just a basic element of walking. Or if you're an athlete, really dialing in and honing in on that high performance mind, body, brain connection of how we function in space. And so once learned, these 5 simple techniques can be combined as a routine to cover the most broad spectrum of day-to-day health needs. So the first one is called Cortices. And at the end of this presentation here, I'm going to do a Cortices balancing with you guys, where what we do, it's a technique helping to harmonize the right and left hemispheres of the brain, which creates a brain-body communication, a higher level of brain-body communication. In the Cortices technique, it normalizes the nervous system function to shift into a state of growth and healing, moving out of that fight or flight, which is the opposite of growth and healing. There's another technique called switching. And the switching technique, it helps to regulate the brain's stress response and literally unwind the nervous system tension, as well as trauma and physical holding patterns. And for those of you who practice in the alternative medicine, kind of that concept of trauma being held in the body in different regions, in the blood, the bones, the organs, the energies, all of the different aspects of what we are. This switching technique helps to balance the body and the brain's stress response to these patterns that are not beneficial to us. as we say, the physical holding patterns. Then another technique is called hydration. So the hydration balancing helps to normalize the use of water in the body to support the effective distribution of water. So as we all know, water is necessary for all of life, but at a core foundation, it is necessary for all biochemical reactions in our bodies. So it plays a powerful role in delivering nutrients, cleansing, restoration of all body tissues through healing and repair. And another facet of Body Talk Access is called body chemistry. And body chemistry works by helping to balance and to activate the immune system to address microbes, toxins, allergies, intolerances, as well as improves the competency of the immune system's role in responsiveness, as well as growth and development. Reciprocals. This is a really cool one because it helps to fully balance everything about the physical body. So what reciprocals are, it is a set of energetic points that helps to reset the circuit breaker system of the body through our meridians. And this balancing ensures healthy structural integrity and alignment, as well as coordination and movement patterns, while reducing pain and tension in the musculoskeletal system. And a bonus to these other aspects of Body Talk Access is something called the fast aid technique. And the fast aid technique is where you learn an effective and simple approach to dealing with day-to-day injury, where including cuts or bumps, bruises, emotional upsets, as well as a powerful technique that can be used in emergency situations to stabilize and support the body, like literally stabilize and support the body. I've had a very profound experience with the fast aid technique a little over a year ago, working with my son. He is 13 now, so he was 12, and he decided to go outside and ride his scooter, the kind that you kick your foot and scoot along, and it's metal, and he didn't want to use shoes. And, our kids are sometimes just going to do what they're going to do. And unfortunately, he had an accident, fell, and the scooter fell on his foot and sliced open the front of his toe, big toe, probably close to an inch slice along the very front of his toe. He was in a lot of pain, a lot of blood. I went and grabbed him, took him in the house, and I did this fast aid technique on my son for about an hour. And at the conclusion of that hour, when I finished, the pain had drastically reduced, and the cut on his toe had fully healed up. And you could barely see even a line along the front of his toe at that point. I was astounded. I've heard of these things happening. I've learned about them from Elzabieta Kosmicki, who is the teacher, the instructor for this entire course and the certifications for this. I've heard about her experiences, but my experience with my son, just incredible. Now you might be asking, who is this course appropriate for? It is appropriate for everybody, really. It's appropriate for doctors and healthcare providers, massage therapists, social workers, acupuncturists, first responders, parents, teachers, athletes, artists, kids who are old enough to be able to participate actively and be able to do this with themselves and with their friends. So anybody interested in empowering their health and the health of their communities. It is continuing education and professional development credits that are available for massage therapists, acupuncturists, and social workers. So you actually get to learn something super cool and how it applied to your profession. And you'll learn in a comfortable online format, or we're also going to be hosting live courses as well. So we're going to be offering both opportunities to really ground into the system and learn in whatever format works best for you. So a bit about Elsa Viata. And Elsa Viata, how I know her, she is one of my best friends now, but she was really originally my Body Talk practitioner. And she helped me through Lyme disease ultimately, and a disease that was taking my life. And with the work that we did together, she brought my physical, energetic, emotional, soul level bodies to a state of higher potential, much higher functioning. And ultimately, by doing this conscious medicine, Body Talk with Elsa, I've reclaimed my life. I am a testimony to the work of Body Talk and Body Talk Access, and most importantly, Elzabieta, who will be teaching you. So Elsa has been involved with the Body Talk system for over 20 years, and she holds this vast experience in teaching and clinical practice. She's taught Body Talk internationally, in public health settings, and for private groups and institutions. Elsa's passion for educating families and communities, it's given her a diverse teaching background. And her classes, they're lively and uplifting while being rooted in science and practical experience. She has had the pleasure of teaching all walks of life and just loves witnessing families and communities gain valuable and invaluable access to their body's innate intelligence while becoming the resource of change that they seek in their health and their vitality. It's incredible. So there you go. That is what Body Talk Access is, and it is some core components of the larger modality of Body Talk itself. And it's a phenomenal way to dip your toes in the water, start learning these things, and ground into a whole health modality, healthcare that you can do at home every day. Elsa also hosts monthly Body Talk Access, like 30-day competitions for tapping out, doing these routines every day for 30 days, and coming back and saying, these are all the ways that I have improved over this last month. So it requires some journaling and documenting and such. And so for the individuals that move through the Body Talk Access course, she's building a really great community around this also. So it's a fantastic way to anchor into what we know and keep going and really see what those effects can be for us, for those that we love, and pay it forward in the communities. All right, so now, as I said at the beginning, we're going to do, oh my gosh, I cannot talk. We're going to do the Cortices Technique. And so this is where we're going to be balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And I'll demonstrate for you initially how to follow along. So you're going to take either your right or left hand, it doesn't matter, whatever works for you. And you're going to put it back here at the curve of your head where the head meets the spine. And you'll take your right hand and you'll either tap gently on the forehead. So imagining that there's a line that literally splits the head in half all the way to the back, right? That's the center meridian. So you're going to want to be on either side of that. And so you can either be tapping physically, if that's what you like, or you can be out here. We're disrupting some energetic frequencies of the brain to wake it up. And with this process, if we were having a brain scan right now, it would actually reflect back over the course of this whole procedure that we're going to do, the dark spots of the brain lighting up, the neural networks going, I'm here, I'm awake, I am functioning with a higher potential now. So we're going to start here and we're going to tap. And we're going to be tapping our head brain, and we're going to tap our heart brain and our gut brain. And if this is new to you, the head brain, heart brain, and gut brain, it's not something esoteric. Our brain is a physical aspect of our body that starts in our head and runs all the way down our spinal cord, is impacted by our gut health and down into our tailbone. And all aspects of our head brain, heart brain, and gut brain are they have unique intelligence, we could say, of what they're responsible for. So again, head brain, heart brain, and gut brain. And as we go along, we're going to be moving our hand in quadrants, starting here, 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 and on the sides. And I'll guide you along. And ideally, each set of tapping, it's the head brain, heart brain, and gut brain. Each one ideally is a round of 2 breaths. So if you can, inhale, exhale like that. Inhale and exhale. That's the pattern to be going for. But if it's too much like patting your head and rubbing your belly, don't stress about it, right? So we're going to really be grounding down into the tapping. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start. So we're tapping the head brain, and we're balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Now we're tapping the heart brain, where we're updating the hologram of the body. With every heartbeat, it updates every molecule, every cell, everything at the same time. And now we're tapping the gut brain, which balances the body and the brain. Inhale, head brain, heart brain, gut brain. Exhale. Take your hand up one level, head brain. This hand also make sure it's straddling both halves of the brain, both halves of the skull. And we'll start. Head brain, heart brain, gut brain. Head brain, heart brain, gut brain. 2 times. We're going to move our hand up one level right here. Head brain, heart brain, gut brain. Head brain, heart brain, and gut brain. Very good. Crown of the head. Head brain, balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. We're waking up all of the dark parts, bringing light, getting those neural networks just heart brain and gut brain. Head brain, heart brain, updating the hologram of the body. Gut brain, enabling the body and the brain to communicate. Very good. Take your hand, place it on your forehead. And now you can tap on your hand or outside, it doesn't matter. Breathe in. Head brain, heart brain, and gut brain. Head brain, heart brain, and gut brain. Very good. Now our last hand position is on either side of the head. And you're going to be starting around the temple, wrapping your hands around the back. Kind of like, if you're going to be moving your head, it's kind of that grip. So we'll be tapping, wake the brain up. We're balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain. Great. Now we're going to take one of your hands. You're going to take one of your hands and just holding consciousness, holding your mind's eye, that you're still holding the other side of your head. Okay? Take one hand. It doesn't matter. We'll tap the head brain, heart brain, and gut brain. Head brain, balancing the right and left hemispheres of the brain, waking the brain up, bringing electrical activity to the dark spots. Heart brain, updating the hologram of the body with every beat of the heart. And gut brain, enabling the body and the brain to communicate. We'll do it one more time. Head brain, heart brain, and gut brain. Great. Bring your hand back. Just ground into that experience. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And last time, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Perfect. You can take your hands down now. Thank you so much for participating in the Cortices Balancing. And Xavier, thank you for commenting earlier. Love this. So relaxing. Fantastic. So I'm going to put up a little banner of how you can access me to get on our priority list. We're going to have our landing page up and running very soon. But if you want to get first run access to the Body Talk Access classes coming up, there will be one in person coming up at the end of June. And we're going to be doing some online ones and a lot of good stuff coming up. So you can email me again to get on the priority list for our upcoming Body Talk Access course, pallas@pallasdame.com. And yeah, sign up there. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. Happy to do a one-on-one session to answer any questions that you might have. And I look forward to all of you guys who decide to join us in our upcoming courses. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I look forward to seeing you next week when I come back next Wednesday at 1 o'clock Mountain Time to do another presentation about Body Talk Access. I'll do a breathing exercise or a meditation, and then we'll close with another Cortices balancing. So you guys are welcome to come back next week and join me then. Thank you so much, and I hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon.